The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Symon dice in the building. My God, welcome to the show.
Thank you, my brother. What's up?
Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you for having me.
How you been?
I've been good, living life, enjoying this 2022, bringing a lot of blessings. So I'm happy, December.
We're here. We ended the year strong.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you for being here. You are the third Latin artist to come on this show and spit a freestyle. I'm very excited to have you. You know what I'm saying? We've been chilling here talking a little bit, but it's really near and dear to my heart to promote, my people, and I'm just so excited that we have you here today, man. For real.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm an artist, producer. My strength is to produce. I've been behind the boards, but as a producer, I'm also a songwriter, and I was growing up all my life, freestyling. It's part of who I am, so it's good, I love it. I'm always down to freestyle, always down to show love. Thank you for having me.
What was the moment that coming up, obviously, because you said that, we know you as a producer, we know you as a writer and as an artist, but like, what was the moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to take center stage now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still going to do my producing, I'm still going to do my writing on the side, but now I want to be taken seriously as an artist as well, too.
I think I just lived the process of being part of a team, and then now I just decided that I wanted my own team. I wanted my own brand. I wanted to show what I do, show my songs, show what, start working for my own projects. And I think, you get to a point when in life that you just decide to take the step and take the lead. And here I am, just it's me now. I already helped a lot of people. Now it's about, my brand, Symon dice.
And you helped a lot of people, like just some of the names that I've written down, Nati, Russian, Bless, Faruko, Sesh, like, come on, man. You got a long list of credits under your belt too.
Yeah, I'm very blessed to be part of so many songs, done great albums, done great songs that have gone platinum, multi-platinum, and that's, it's blessings, I'm very happy. Sesh, Osuna, very big artist, Yankee, Faruko. I've gotten Yankee on one of my beats, so that's crazy for me as a producer. I feel very grateful for that,
Right, and I think it's crazy because whenever we talk about like Daddy Yankee and like even when it comes to like upcoming artists, like that's like always kind of like the seal of approval. I feel like in like the Latin, like the reggaeton world too. You know what I'm saying? Like when he hops on a song or he hops on one of your beats, it's just like, oh my God, like.
Oh my God!
Yeah. Oh my God! Like everything, like that's the cosign. You know what I'm saying? That's
exactly.
Like that's like in a way, and like if you want to relate it to like hip hop, that's like someone like Hove or Jay-Z getting on somebody's song.
Yeah,
it's something. It's different. It's special. It's like it means that you made it.
100%. I feel like when you respect somebody's talent and you like admire somebody and that person gives you respect back and admire you back by vibing with your music, that's another thing.
Right.
That's how I feel.
How did you find out that he was getting on your song or getting on the beat? My bad.
No, it was the remix. The song name is Inolvidable, and we made it, and I was really happy with the outcome. And then I don't know where they tell me, hey, you know what? Inolvidable is doing really well. It's now platinum, and it's gonna have a remix. Akon's gonna hop on, Sean Paul's gonna hop on, and Daddy Yankee's gonna hop on. I was like, no, wait up.
I like how it's like you got someone from every type of world on that too.
Yeah,
like that's pretty cool because like Akon is like, that's fire because that's that's like the pop world. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Akon Africa, great, we got that locked in, right? Then Sean Paul's like, cool, we got a little bit more of the Caribbean locked in, and it's like, wait, Daddy Yankee is like, cool, I got the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got the stamp for the rest of Latin America. We good, we here.
It was crazy. Definitely a very nice moment in life in my career as a producer.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, man? I love that someone like yourself gets to experience stuff like that, especially like how long you worked for that moment too. When you were writing and producing behind the scenes, right? What were some of because obviously you're learning about the artistry and how to become the artist after the fact that you are now. So what were some of the things that you were picking up behind the scenes from all these people before you became started putting out your own music and you're like, okay, I'm gonna incorporate that into what I do one day?
Definitely the business, you know. A lot of people forget that this is a business, and it was hard for me to understand like that you could actually make it in the music industry. I come from Colombia, where your parents, my parents or parents, just tell you, hey, you know, it's very hard to make it in this industry. So over time, as I was in the studio and I learned how I could make splits, how I could make master points, how I could make money and profit out of music, you know, I took that and put it into my project, and now is when I could become independent and become my own, you know, my own lane.
And I think something that, especially when you come up in the industry, there's not a lot of guidance sometimes about the business thing. So I think that it's good that you were able to learn that, because that's also something that you probably could pass on to younger artists who you end up producing for or helping. Because it's like, even speaking to like a lot of artists here in America, like they don't understand these things when they sign. They don't understand splits. They don't understand all this stuff yet. So it's always like that's something that needs to be taught more. I feel like, especially in the music business.
100%. I'm always there to help, you know, upcoming artists, and I tell them, hey, they ask me for advice. The first advice I give them is like, hey, you know what, get some lawyers, get some team to teach you what you're gonna do, because they're always like, what do I have to do? It's like, learn your business, you know, you gotta do it right.
Right. Did you have to learn that the hard way? Was there ever like a moment where you're like, damn, like I should have, and then you had to learn about the business?
I had to learn. Yeah.
You learned the hard way a little bit.
A little bit.
Just
A little bit.
Just a little bit. So you released the EP this year, right? You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, of
Thank
course.
you.
You know, going into this project, right? What did you want to convey through the music? Like, what were your thought process putting out this EP, and what was the overall message that you wanted to give to your fans?
Well, this EP that I worked on this year, La Liga, it's an EP that what I wanted to reflect was that teamwork always comes around in music. Like, I was getting fans from these different artists, like Jiggy, Jiggle X, Tiago. It's combining basically platforms that are very powerful, and that is reflected on streams, just like how I did with the Avengers and the Mellow Flow from Rich Music. We did an album that, you know, made millions of streams, and we wanted to demonstrate that in Rich Music, like when we collab and we implement this method, it works a lot, and it's been doing great. I definitely love the outcome and how it's been going with the EP.
And Rich Music is a force too. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Y'all are a big force. Cause even when you think of like the Latin world, like obviously you hear like the Rich Music, and you already know what type of time you about to get into with the sound. Also.
Yeah, exactly. We're very identified. We have our lane, and we've proven ourselves. Like, we're an indie label. We started up small. I started with them since the beginning, so I know how the process has been, and I'm very proud. You know, they're my family, so it's super cool.
Also, you've been there to help build it up. You know what I'm saying? You've been there since the beginning, like you said. So it's like it's also cool to like see that progress, because sometimes people join later on, but when you're there from the start of something, and you're there from like the baby days before it is what it is now, and you get to see like that progress, not just as yourself as an artist, writer, producer, etc., but as like the whole company as a whole. Like, that's got to be really special for you too.
Yep, I definitely saw the growth of Daleks, the growth of Jay Keelis, the growth of Sedge since zero to where they are now. So it's like very proud of them.
Right, I'll never forget like when Sedge first came across my radar. Like, I think I was in college at the time, but it was cool because I had a lot of friends who had known about Sedge like prior to when I got to know about Sedge. So they put me onto like the old music.
Yeah.
So like I got to go and I got to kind of see that journey from like Sedge like super early on to like where he is now, and then obviously leading into everything that he's accomplished. Like, I think that's so dope to look at as well.
It's incredible. He's super talented. Definitely one of my favorite artists.
I peeped you also linked up with Conscience for a remix of one of your songs.
Yeah.
I think that's really, because as we talk about doing things outside of like our bubbles, whether it be Latin America, so on and so forth. How did you two get together for that remix?
Well, it's because all this 2022, I've been working a lot with Russian. He's a very dope producer. I know maybe you know him from Jamaica.
Course, yeah.
Russian. He hit me up and he told me, Simon, let's work. Because I met him through Jay Keelis, so I was able to write some songs for him. He took me to a lot of camps and linked me up with many opportunities. Thanks to Russian, I got to write songs with Blessed, write songs with BL from Colombia, make these songs with Conscience. He linked me with right people, so it was awesome. I met Conscience, and then he started telling me, yo, let's make music, mate. Let's make music. I hit him up. One day he came to the studio, and I was able to start, creating a vibe with him. Very dope artist.
That's
Super
fire.
dope.
What I like about Russian that I feel like sets the tone for like a lot of, like like that, like the Latin American world of music is that like he just did I think he just did Fabio Foreign's new song Up Here too.
Yeah.
1 on 3. He did the Juice World song not too long. One of Juice World's posthumous tracks too. He did a few other joints out here with rappers. So,
No, and
TJ, yeah, he did something with Lil TJ.
he did the Nostálgico, Chris Brown, Raúl Alejandro. That was big on the Latin markets. I love that song. So no, for me to be part of Russian's team this year was awesome. Like,
because what I was gonna lead into is like I want to see you do some more like what I'm saying, like how we were just talking about like Fabio or Juice World, Long Live Juice World. Like I want to see you do some stuff with some people from maybe up here like in New York, like rapper wise, like what I'm saying. Like I think that would be tough. I'm just thinking about things, what I'm saying.
No, and it will happen. It's a matter of time, but it will happen and connecting the dots.
So what's next for you? So what are we working on right now? What's kind of the plan as we look towards 2023?
2023, it's looking good right now. I'm preparing already. I have really dope EP, obviously with Latin stars. I have Ryan Castro, I have Bless, I have Jay Keeles. So it's like artists that I've collabed with over the years, and now I'm very happy that they're part of my project. I have a few surprises, but definitely it's gonna be a mix of reggaeton. It's gonna have a little bit of Afro, dancehall, and some more up-tempo dance. Music's evolving, so I'm just trying to demonstrate that I have the versatility as a producer and as an artist to drop some fire music that way.
Word, man. Well, I'm excited for all that, and I'm excited to have you rap here today.
Shit.
Because we're gonna have you rap over. We're gonna have you rap over a really dope type beat. You guys will see real soon.
All right.
But yo, I'm so honored to have you here. Thank you again
bro.
for being here. Thank you again for your great energy. Before we get out of here, new EP on. What happened? Yeah, new EP. Yeah. We good? Yeah. That's what we were just talking about. Yeah. The new EP is on the way. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you be on the lookout for that. Before we get out of here, anything else you want to let the people know, let your fans know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff. This camera right here.
All right, so like we were talking about, I'm trying to connect the dots. So I want everybody to be watching out for my Instagram and my TikTok at Symon Dice, Simon with a Y, because I'm constantly dropping beats and checking out the new talents, dropping duets. I want to see, what talent you got and, to collab. I was able to link up some upcoming artists with my artists like Daleks, like Conscience. So I want to see, what's out there in the streets. So watch out for my Instagram and my TikTok. I gotta say, social media is right now what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's everything. That's the platform.
Well, make sure you go follow him. You know what I'm saying? Go check out some of those beats. You never know. You might be the next one to hop on one of those. New EP coming in 2023. Freestyle out now.